The Brave Little Ant and the Heavy Grain of Wheat. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Wise Words English. Today, we'll dive into a story about courage and persistence, featuring a small but determined ant. Through this story, we'll also learn new English words, expressions, and sentence structures that you can use in your own conversations. Stick with us as we explore the brave little ant and the heavy grain of wheat. Let's get started. Once upon a time, in a peaceful meadow with green grass and bright flowers, there was a little ant known for its hard-working nature. Each day, the ant collected food to prepare for winter. One sunny morning, as the ant was walking along, it spotted something shining on the ground, a large grain of wheat. It was far bigger than anything the ant had ever carried before. The ant looked at the grain thoughtfully. "This will be perfect for winter," it thought. Although the grain was very large, the ant decided to try. It knew it would be difficult, but it was determined. With all its strength, the little ant tried to lift the heavy grain. The ant tugged, pulled, and strained with all its might. The grain didn't move at first, but the ant didn't give up. Other insects, like a grasshopper and a beetle, watched curiously. Some even teased the ant, saying, "That grain is much too big for you. Give it up." But the little ant ignored them and kept trying. After a while, another ant came by. This ant was a friend and saw how hard the little ant was working. "Do you need some help?" the friend asked. The little ant was relieved and accepted. Together, they lifted and slowly moved the heavy grain toward their nest. As the two ants pushed the grain, they faced many obstacles. The ground was uneven, with small rocks and bumps that made it hard to keep the grain steady. They felt tired, but they encouraged each other along the way. Eventually, they came to a steep hill. The little ant looked at it, feeling uncertain. But then, it took a deep breath and said, "We've come this far. Let's keep going." With determination, the two ants managed to push the grain up the hill and finally reached their nest. When they arrived at the nest, the little ant was exhausted but proud. It realized that with effort and a little help, anything was possible, even carrying a giant grain back home. The other ants admired their bravery and teamwork, learning that sometimes big goals can be achieved by taking small steps and having the support of friends. And that's the story of the brave little ant. It teaches us that, no matter how big a challenge may seem, we can overcome it if we stay determined and work together. Remember, sometimes in life, taking things step by step makes all the difference. What did you think of the story? Have you ever faced a challenge that felt too big at first? Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoyed learning with us, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more stories that help you improve your English.